Welcome back to another episode of Thread the Needle. I'm your boy Marvin. I appreciate y'all for joining us again. This is going to be a quick just reaction video to the games that happened tonight. And man, I'm recording this with about 10 minutes left in the Seahawks and Niners game. The score is 41-6, so it's over. So I decided let's just go ahead and knock out this video. I guess I'll just go ahead and start with that game. I mean, just a complete domination by the Seahawks, a masterclass in domination by the Seahawks. From the beginning of the game with the Rashid Shaheed kick six to the crib, Seahawks were BTA all night. They put BTA to the Niners all night. And I said this, that the Niners' injuries were going to eventually catch up to them. That's exactly what happened, because the Niners just looked completely outmatched from the beginning, right? And you saw even during the game they had a few injuries that went down. Sam Darnold had an okay game. He didn't really need to do much, to be honest. I mean, the defense put on a show. So, I mean, he pretty much had good field position all game. So, you know, it was a big shout out to the Seahawks defense in that game, getting them to the NFC Championship game. Be interesting to see who they play between the Rams and the Bears, because both of the Rams and Bears, I mean, high power offenses, and they can move and score the ball. I think the defense is going to be good enough to where even if they're losing, they're not going to be losing by a lot, you know. But I like the Seahawks, man. The Seahawks have a very good team, you know, a young team at that. The defense is athletic. They're nasty. They get after the ball, and it's good. It's fun to watch the Seahawks. So I'm not mad at seeing them in the NFC Championship game. I would love to see who they're going to face. We'll get that answer tomorrow. But let's go ahead and get into this Bills and Broncos game. That it was just a roller coaster of a game, from literally the beginning to the end, and then till after the game. It was just a whole lot of hills and valleys going on. And man, first off, it was a great game. What a game by two great teams, two well-coached teams. And Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen, this has gotta suck. This has gotta sting. This was your best opportunity, in my opinion, at a ring in your entire career. And you know, you didn't have to deal with the Mahomes. You didn't have to deal with Lamar. Didn't have to deal with Justin Herbert. Didn't have to deal with Joe Burrow. And hey, it's just not Josh Allen's time, apparently. And I feel for Josh Allen, because I felt Josh Allen played okay. I mean, obviously the 4 turnovers from him and the 5 turnovers as a whole for the Bills isn't going to cut it. But you know, that last pick, I'm not going to blame Josh for that. I mean, the DB just literally took it out of his hands. So I can't blame Josh for that. Now, the fumble that pretty much kind of gave the Broncos a little momentum, that I felt like that was where the shift began in the game. I think, you know, Josh Allen has a problem when he scrambles. And I'm surprised that he hasn't fumbled more from it. But if you notice, anytime Josh Allen scrambles, he runs with the ball like out. It's not secure, right? So it's something that he's going to have to work on, and I expect him to work on in the offseason, because I can see teams trying to attack that more next year. But Josh Allen, man, the Josh Allen critics are definitely loud right now. But I don't think that this loss is on Josh Allen, in my opinion. I just think that the Broncos are a hell of a team, and that goes into my next point of the Nix injury that no one saw happen in real time. I mean, what a bummer, right? I mean, I feel for Broncos fans. Bo Nix has had a hell of a season, and to see it end like that was definitely heartbreaking. I was in the group chat confused because I'm like, what you mean Bo Nix is out for the season? Like, we all just witnessed him play and didn't look like he limped off the field or had any noticeable injury. And sometimes it can happen like that in the game of football. I think just being so full of adrenaline, you might not feel that injury until the next day. Or I think in Bo's case, he didn't feel it until he got back to the locker room. And then maybe once he got to the locker room, he started feeling a little too much discomfort. And then they checked it out, and then that's when they determined that he broke a bone in his ankle. And the Sean Payton press conference was just defeated, like just defeated. You would have thought that his team just lost the way that Sean Payton looked. And I understand because, losing your starting quarterback like that, going into the AFC Championship game, that's like another level of hurt. And you could just see it all on Sean Payton's face that he was just gutted from the news that he received. But, shout out to Bo Nix, man. I hope you have a speedy recovery. And I think, look, we don't need to count out the Broncos because the strength of the Broncos is that defense, y'all. So, yes, not having Bo is going to hurt. But as long as they can craft up a solid game plan for Jarrett Stidham and he can execute it, hey, I don't see a war. I don't think it would be too crazy if the Broncos still manage to make it to the Super Bowl. Do I think they will? I don't know. I didn't think that they were going to beat the Bills. So, I can be wrong. So, it's going to be interesting to see, though. I'm waiting to see how the Broncos are going to prepare for a game with no Bo, with the Super Bowl on the line, because you can't be too conservative, right? Because being too conservative in the AFC Championship game, you're going to lose. But I don't expect them to run quite exactly the same offense that they did with Bo. So I'm interested to see what Sean Payton and staff can cook up over this next week. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and give y'all my quick little reaction to these games. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell so you know when we upload. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow night at the conclusion of the games tomorrow. So make sure you tap in with me. And as next time, it's been The Thread. I'm out.